Hey potatoes! Today, we're about to watch the superhero team-up that literally rewrote Hollywood forever.
I mean, just think about how crazy this idea was back in 2012. Taking all these heroes we've been watching in separate movies, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and throwing them all into one screen to fight a single supervillain. It sounds totally normal now, right? But back then, absolutely insane. Yet somehow, Marvel pulled it off and proved this massive shared universe experiment could actually work. So let's not waste any time, let's break down the Avengers.
So we kick things off inside a remote S.H.I.E.L.D. facility, where we're reintroduced to something we've actually seen before, the Tesseract. If you've been following our journey, you definitely remember this mysterious blue cube from Captain America: The First Avenger. S.H.I.E.L.D. is trying to harness its incredible energy, but suddenly, the cube destabilizes. The energy builds, a portal rips open and out walks Loki. Having survived the events of Thor, he is clearly not here to make peace. He's here for the Tesseract.
Loki effortlessly takes control of the facility and escapes with the cube. But he isn't working alone. He struck a dark deal with an alien army known as the Chitauri. His goal? Use the Tesseract to open a massive portal to Earth, unleash the army, and subjugate humanity. Realizing they're facing an imminent alien invasion with Loki at the helm, Nick Fury makes the call. He activates the Avengers initiative, finally bringing together all the pieces Marvel has been setting up since Iron Man.
First up, we check in on Captain America. Steve Rogers is still struggling to adjust to the modern world after being frozen in ice for decades. Everything and everyone he knew is just gone. Yet, Steve is a disciplined soldier to his core. When Fury asks for his help, he doesn't hesitate for a single second.
Next, we move to Tony Stark, who is living exactly how you'd expect. Confident, sarcastic, and operating completely on his own terms. But, Fury isn't just recruiting Tony because of the Iron Man suit. Tony is a certified genius, and when you're dealing with rogue, mysterious energy sources and impending alien doom, having his intellect in the room is a massive advantage.
Then we meet Bruce Banner, living quietly in India, offering medical help while desperately trying to keep the Gamma monster inside him under control. When Natasha Romanoff arrives to recruit him, Bruce immediately connects the dots. The Tesseract emits gamma radiation, and S.H.I.E.L.D. needs his expertise. He agrees to help, but leaves them with a chilling warning. If the Hulk comes out, there's no controlling him. He isn't afraid because he's weak. He's afraid because he knows exactly the kind of devastation the Hulk can cause.
Rounding out the initial roster is Clint Barton, Hawkeye, but there's a major catch. Loki has already compromised him. Using his scepter, Loki mind controls Clint, turning one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s absolute best agents against them. Suddenly, the enemy isn't just an invading alien force, it's a threat from the inside. With his pawns in place, Loki prepares to open the portal and take over the world.
Back on the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, the heroes finally assemble in one room. Steve, Tony, Bruce, Natasha, and eventually Thor. And this is where the story strikes gold, because these guys absolutely do not get along. Steve's disciplined nature violently clashes with Tony's sarcastic arrogance. Thor views Loki as strictly Asgardian business, while Bruce just wants everyone to stay calm. Nobody trusts anyone. But honestly, this friction is exactly what makes everything work so well. Marvel didn't just force them to be instant best friends. They're complex individuals with wildly different backgrounds, entirely unprepared to function as a team.
Once Loki's location is discovered, the team moves in and quickly captures it. But Loki looks far too smug. He knows exactly how fractured the Avengers are, and plans to use it against them. The tension explodes when Thor intervenes, trying to take Loki himself, leading to a legendary three-way forest brawl between Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. Steve sees Tony as reckless, Tony sees Steve as a relic, and Thor sees them both as pesky mortals. It's absolute chaos, and Loki just sits back in captivity, smiling. While they're busy fighting each other, he's already winning.
Loki's trap springs when a brainwashed Hawkeye attacks the helicarrier from the outside, throwing the ship into total chaos. The stress pushes Bruce over the edge, unleashing the Hulk in a terrifying sequence that forces Thor to step up. Seeing the God of Thunder brawl with the Green Goliath is just as crazy as it sounds, but the real turning point is a tragedy: the death of Agent Coulson. Until now, they were just bickering individuals. Coulson's death finally gives them a shared purpose. Steve takes command, Tony gets serious, and they realize that to stop Loki, they have to unite.
Meanwhile, Loki escapes to New York and activates the Tesseract, tearing open a massive portal in the sky. The Chitauri army pours through, turning Manhattan into a war zone. And then, we finally get the payoff the entire MCU was building toward. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye touch down in the city. The camera circles them as they stand back to back, ready for war. It is the defining moment of Phase 1.
During the battle, we see exactly why this specific group of people is needed. Cap naturally falls into the leadership role, barking tactical orders. Iron Man takes to the skies to improvise against the flying chariots, while Thor brings down overwhelming god-tier lightning. Black Widow and Hawkeye hold the line with precision intel and ranged cover, and Hulk, he's the ultimate weapon of mass destruction. They all bring completely different strengths to the table, but operating as a single unit, they are an unstoppable force.
Amidst the chaos, we get one of the funniest moments in cinematic history when Loki tries to monologue at the Hulk, only to be effortlessly smashed into the floor like a rag doll. The celebration is cut short when the World Security Council makes a terrifying call to launch a nuclear missile at Manhattan to stop the invasion. Seeing the nuke, Tony Stark realizes what he has to do. In the ultimate sacrifice, he intercepts the missile and flies it directly up through the alien portal, destroying the Chitauri mothership and shutting down the entire invading army in an instant.
Running completely out of power, Tony falls back through the closing portal just in time, caught mid-air by the Hulk. New York is saved, but the world will never be the same. Humanity now knows that terrifying alien threats exist, but they also know that 6 extraordinary individuals are out there to protect them. Thor takes Loki back to Asgard, and the heroes quietly go their separate ways. But they aren't the same fractured group that met on the helicarrier. They are now, officially, the Avengers.
In the aftermath of the battle, amidst a ruined New York City, we get that famous post-credit scene of the heroes silently eating shawarma together. It's a hilarious, quiet moment, but it speaks volumes. These people started the day trying to kill each other, and they ended it sharing a meal after saving the world. It's the perfect capstone to their team-up.
But Marvel wasn't quite done. A mid-credit scene drastically expands the scale of the entire MCU. We get a glimpse of the Puppet Master, who's been watching from the dark shadows this whole time. Thanos, the Mad Titan. This brief tease immediately tells the audience that Loki was merely a pawn, setting up a cosmic conflict that will define the universe for years to come.
Looking back, the Avengers had an almost impossible task. Putting all these established heroes into one movie without it feeling like a disjointed mess was a massive gamble. But it works, primarily because of the incredible character chemistry. The contrasting personalities bounce off each other perfectly, culminating in iconic action sequences where every hero gets a chance to shine. Sure, it's not flawless. The Chitauri are mostly generic, forgettable cannon fodder, and Loki's motivations could have used a bit more depth. But those minor flaws are easily eclipsed by the thrill of watching 6 completely different people learn how to stand together.
This movie completely altered the landscape of Hollywood. Marvel took a massive risk building anticipation across 5 standalone films: Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Captain America, just to see if audiences would actually show up for a massive crossover. And they did. We went from one billionaire building a metal suit in a cave to an entire pantheon of heroes standing united in New York.
So, what's my big potato stuff rating? I am giving the Avengers 4.5 out of 5 potatoes. It's not perfect, but the character chemistry is incredible. The action delivers, the build-up pays off, the Battle of New York is iconic, and most importantly, Marvel proved that this shared universe experiment could actually work. With the Avengers, we have officially completed Phase 1 of the MCU. The journey toward Doomsday is just getting started, so subscribe to Big Potato Stuff as we continue to break down this universe one step at a time. Phase 1 is in the books, but with Thanos stepping out of the shadows, is the universe truly ready for what comes next? I'll see you in Phase 2.